to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Have you ever wondered how much Jimmy Butler really impacts the Warriors? The loss to the 76ers made one thing clear. The Warriors are not the same without him. But before we break it all down, make sure to subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update so you don't miss any updates about the team. Now let's get straight to the point. The game started with a rare moment, a dunk by Steph Curry. Yes, Curry himself took advantage of a steal by Buddy Hield and decided to go up for the dunk. It was one of those plays that fires up any fan. But was that enough to keep the Warriors in the game? No. And here's the problem. While Curry was on the court, the team had a +12 plus-minus. But in the minutes without him, a staggering -19. That old problem of rotations without Curry came back to haunt the team. Who stepped up without Butler? Without Jimmy Butler, the rotation had to be adjusted. Quinton Post took on more responsibility, shooting 15 times and scoring 16 points, hitting 4 of 9 from deep. But the real concern was Moses Moody and Podziemski, who simply couldn't hold it down. Moody played 38 minutes and finished with a -10 plus-minus. Podziemski, even worse, -16. Remember when Moody wasn't getting enough minutes and everyone was calling for more playing time? Well, now he has the minutes, but his production needs to improve. And the defense? The second unit had some bright spots. Kevin Looney surprised with 10 points, Santos added 14, and Gary Payton contributed 15. But the real headache was Buddy Hield, who torched the Warriors, hitting 6 of 6 from beyond the arc. Now we have to talk about one name, Quentin Grimes. This guy had an absolutely insane game. 44 points, 6 of 9 from 3, and 18 of 24 from the field. When a non-star player puts up this kind of performance against your defense, it's a major red flag. The impact of Jimmy Butler and what's next. Here's the key point. When Butler plays, the team has a 6-1 record since his arrival. Without him, they're back to the same issues they had early in the season. The big question now is, can Jimmy Butler stay healthy? This stretch of games without him will show whether the Warriors are truly a strong team or if they're still too dependent on one player. Looking ahead, the Warriors need to bounce back quickly. Their next game is against Charlotte, followed by matchups against the Knicks and Brooklyn. A team with championship aspirations can't afford to lose 2 in a row, and the Warriors know that. What do you think? Can the Warriors stay on top without Butler? Leave your comment and subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update for more analysis and news. Since Butler arrived, the Warriors have changed their style of play. The ball moves more, the defense is more aggressive, and most importantly, the team has found a leader in crucial moments. But the big question now is, have they learned enough from Butler to maintain their level of play without him? If we look at this game against the 76ers, the answer isn't encouraging. Without Embiid and with a weakened Philadelphia team, the Warriors had every opportunity to win. But they lost because they simply failed to execute what had been working since Butler's arrival. Is this a problem? Yes. But is it the end of the world? Not yet. The Warriors are at that point in the season where every game matters. The difference between securing a direct playoff spot or falling into the play-in tournament come down to just one win. Now, the schedule isn't getting any easier. Charlotte, Knicks, Brooklyn, and then a brutal stretch against teams like the Kings, Nuggets, Bucks, and Raptors. In other words, the time to turn things around is now. If the Warriors slip up in these supposedly easier games, the final stretch of the season could turn into a nightmare. On the other hand, if they win and build momentum, they can solidify their position at the top and avoid the grind of the play-in tournament. Can Steph keep carrying this team while Butler is out? He has already shown he can perform miracles. Just look at his 56-point game against the Magic. But if everything depends on Steph, he might run out of gas before the playoffs. Other players need to step up. Kuminga has to make an impact again. Moody and Podziemski must be more consistent. Looney has to be more dominant in the paint. And Wiggins, well, Wiggins needs to find his game again. What's next? The Warriors have the talent to compete, but now it's all about mentality and consistency. The next game against Charlotte is a true test. If the team comes out with the same attitude as last night, it'll be another unnecessary loss. But if they use this defeat as fuel to bounce back, we could see a different team in the coming weeks. Are the Warriors still an elite team without Jimmy Butler? I have to be honest. When the Warriors traded for Jimmy Butler, I was skeptical. I wasn't sure if the investment was worth it, if he would fit in, or if he still had that all-star level impact. But after watching how the team plays with him, it's clear that it was the right move. His mentality has elevated the team, and the stats back it up. With Butler, the Warriors had a 6-1 record before this game. Now he's out, and the team looks like the same inconsistent version from the start of the season. Is that a problem? Yes, and a big one. Does it mean the Warriors can't play without him? Not necessarily, but the team needs to learn how to execute better without relying on a single piece.